Hi, I'm Reverend Karen, Reverend K. I'm from the ICU Chicago, and I want to talk today about one of the stewardships known as your treasure. And a portion of that right now I want to talk about is called tithing. So, what is tithing? Well, in terms today, means setting aside a certain amount of one's income for God, typically a tenth, which is what the word tithe means. And this money is traditionally given to the local church so that the local church can meet its expenses. So, is tithing listed in the New Testament? Well, you really won't find it directly listed into the New Testament, but you will find it in this manner. It says in Second Corinthians, no, that's not the right one. But Jesus did say in the book of Matthew that woe to you teachers of the law and Pharisees, you hypocrites! You give a tenth of your spices, mint, dill, and cumin, but you have neglected the more important matters of the law, justice, mercy, and faithfulness. You should have practiced the latter without neglecting the former. So when we think about the tithes, we need to do both. The tithes are there to help us so that we can do justice, mercy, and faithfulness, and then still abide by the Old Testament laws of giving. But in the New Testament, the churches then were asked and to give in a certain way. What is the New Testament talks about the three pieces? The three pieces in the New Testament of giving are giving generously, giving consistently, and giving joyfully. So instead of prescribing an amount, the churches simply were encouraged to do this. For those wondering, where does it say to tithe in the Bible? Well, it says it in the Old Testament. But in the New Testament, people are encouraged to give consistently. Paul says on the first day of every week, each of you should set aside a sum of money in keeping with his income. The church was encouraged to set aside an amount of money to give each week. The goal is not for this to be a new rule every churchgoer must follow, but a general principle to encourage consistent giving. And how must we do it generously? Give it according to what you have. And then when we talk about joyfully, God does love a cheerful giver. And we should give cheerfully, not reluctantly or under compulsion. The joyful giver understands that this earth is not everything. Matthew chapter 6, verses 19 through 21. Do not store up yourselves treasures on earth, where moths and vermin destroy and where thieves break in and steal. But store up for yourself treasures in heaven, where moths and vermin do not destroy and where thieves do not break in. For where your treasure is, there your heart is also. So I ask you, do these things in consideration the next time you think about giving. Remember to give generously, give consistently, and above all, give joyfully. So that ends my session on tithing, and we'll talk about offerings the next time. God bless you.